The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching Dolly Vision.
Topping up, Dolly Vision streaming real. True crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly Vision headlines, King of Peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Mark the truth while live on air light. Topping up, Dolly Vision streaming real. True crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly Vision headlines, King of Peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shining, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light.
What is up, YouTube? It is Dolly and, of course, the lovely PJ back in the house with me tonight. As you can see by the title, it says True Crime Open Discussion. So whatever topics the chat room wants to talk about and some of the things we want to talk about, of course, we're going to throw out here. So it's just an open discussion call in tonight. And you see, it says no fake news, okay? Because a lot of these people out here spread misinformation, fake ass news. Like, here, you get some fake news. Here, you get some fake news. It's almost like Oprah giving away fake news on these YouTube streets. And we don't do that. We ain't giving shit away, all right? We ain't into giving away business. You already know the routine, guys. Leave your DNA. Where, PJ?
On the like button.
On the damn like button, okay? You leave your DNA on the like button and feel free, of course, to share whose face?
Yours.
Mine! Okay, share this one. All right, share this face on any social media platform that you choose, okay?
Why didn't you tell me I was supposed to be practicing my jokes?
PJ is going to tell y'all her best joke tonight. But there's a super chat challenge. You got to.
They won't do it. It's okay.
Here's the thing.
Should I start practicing? No.
When you jump on the train tonight, okay, if you donate, make sure you let us know whose train you getting on. Are you getting on the Dolly train? Or are you getting on the PJ train? Because the party is over here. Okay, the party is over here.
The train is on your train.
Well, I always tell jokes.
But my jokes are special.
Special ed, okay? Special ed jokes, okay? Thinking your jokes are funny? Your jokes ain't funny.
My jokes are hilarious. But okay. I have to practice my stand-up routine. And so I always sit down and you always get me with something in this whole challenge.
I knew you would see it when you came in. Like, PJ's going to tell you a funny joke. But you got to let us know because I think my train car will fill up faster than your train car.
I'm sure this is your channel.
I know it better. Well, I'm holding these people responsible. I'm holding them responsible. Okay, make me go crazy up here. I think I'm already a little bit crazy, just a little bit. Okay, PJ. So tonight is open discussion. So that means I'm talking about the movie Terrifier 4.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
You didn't tell me it was open discussion like that.
I know. I just threw that in there. I made it up. But Terrifier 4 is coming out in 2026. I've seen it today. And I was just, looking around at Terrifier stuff because I want to make the house.
Your obsession with that movie literally creeps me out.
I know. It's crazy. I love like crazy, gory movies. Okay.
But yet you're scared of your shadow.
Dolly Train, you covering court tomorrow.
Nice.
Yes, I'm just joking right now. This is my intro to the show. I will be covering the Chloe Driver case tomorrow, which is the cult mom. Okay, for all you people that want to join a cult, don't do it. It's dangerous. It's almost just as dangerous as being Dolly when you join a cult.
Almost.
Okay, so Chloe Drivers is the lady. Trigger warning. She brutally stabbed her baby. And then she stabs herself in the neck. And did you know she stabbed herself in the chest also? In the heart.
She couldn't believe why they weren't dying. And didn't really understand.
See right there. I love Terrifier. Can't wait to see it. I love Terrifier
Y'all are
3.
some sick individuals.
Right? So
it's not even good. It's like
I've been binge watching the
silent
Terrifiers.
freaking weirdo freaking Charlie Chaplin movie with some freaking non-realistic guts hanging out and just
when I see people watching Terrifier, the first thing I think, you might be a serial killer. Okay, because you had to be a special kind of strange.
I should probably start thinking about my life choices. You're right.
Terrifier, awesome, go Braves, right? So people are in see, so there's people out there that are into the same thing as me. So you guys know what I want for Christmas, right? And hopefully one of y'all get it for me, or maybe PJ. I want the 6'5".
You're not getting that from me,
right? Terrifier animatronic. You know how I have the Leatherface in my living room? Where are you going to put that? You know how I got Freddy in my living room?
I don't even know how to put my clothes. I need a dresser.
Okay, we'll put the dresser next to the Terrifier with his little horn. Okay, so Terrifier is getting added to the collection. That's what I want for Christmas this year. One of y'all, make sure y'all send it to the PO box.
You better build yourself a house out back.
Okay. We'll put him right there in the studio.
We better get you a new
right
house.
There with his horn. Boop, boop. Okay. So Terrifier is what I'm trying to get myself, a big ass 6'5" animated Terrifier. Okay. So back to Chloe Driver. She is the cult mother that stabbed her child, and she stabbed a baby. Trigger warning, guys. This ain't no joking. I know the rest of the stuff's joking. Well, no, not the life-size Terrifier. That's real. I'm getting that.
No, it's not.
Okay. But she stabbed a baby in the neck.
A couple times. 3
times to be exact. 3 times. And then
one in the back. I think maybe she went for her heart also.
Do you know one of the wounds where she stabbed a baby in the neck?
Trigger warning. Serious trigger warning.
It went in the front and came out the back of her neck.
Yes.
Right? So, her husband and his friend ran into the room. They kicked in the door and they found her laying on the floor and the baby on the bed. I mean, tell me that ain't straight out of Terrifier the movie, though. That is some real.
That sounds more realistic.
I mean, real. Yeah. I mean, real. Like even more scarier than.
I mean, I don't think that they were gnawing off limbs while the person was still going. And the freaking person's face was half chopped off, and their arm was missing already, and the person was still conscious.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I even watched the making of it and behind the scenes. Hey, y'all. I'm at work, but I'm watching the trial with you tomorrow. Day off tomorrow. Does PJ even get scared by your horror life-size bad guys, PJ?
No.
You just used to them now?
I've never had a problem with them.
Yeah, I mean, we know they're not real, right? But I can tell you this. Sometimes.
If they were on, maybe.
When I come out the bathroom, sometimes in the middle of the night, and I'm half asleep, and I just got up to go to the bathroom, and I cut into the hall, and I look to the left. It kind of scares me because it seems like somebody's standing there. But that's the only time it actually scares me. And we've added more things, like we've added the Jason heads. We got all kinds of things I've added to my horror collection. The last place we went, we picked up that awesome paint. And then thank you, Jax. Jump up on the train. You didn't tell us who cart you was in, okay? And also, Miss Margaret says, "Hey,
You can
Dolly
have
and PJ, Marge, everyone in the chat. Hello, Miss
Hello.
Margaret. So not really does it scare me, but what I was saying is this Chloe Driver situation is more scary than the craziest horror movie I watch, which is Terrifier. Okay, don't watch it if you're.
Hey, Sweet Jones.
If you're not into gore movies or into crazy, weird, freaky stuff, definitely don't watch that movie. It might give some of you actual nightmares. They
You'll
don't
probably laugh because of how stupid it is and how
it is what
unrealistic.
no, they're starting to get better. In the beginning, they it was real low budget. They didn't have much money. They spent $35,000 shot the first movie, and then the next movie they spent over $250,000 on. Okay, so the third one is like a Christmas one where he dresses kind of like Santa Claus and
I
rips
know,
Santa
I
Claus's
watched
faces
it.
off.
It doesn't look real to me.
But it's higher budget movie. So
The
each
guy is
one's
screaming and half of his whole body is ripped apart and still screaming. It's not realistic.
I mean, it ain't posted.
And you're sitting here like giggly, like it's just like the best movie
It
ever.
is. It's
That's
great. I like
weird.
it. I like it. It's a good movie. But I'm stoked because I just seen tonight they're making part 4. And, because I've been over the last, I don't know, week or so watching the movies and catching up on, behind
He's
the
been
scenes
falling
stuff.
asleep during the movie and then letting me watch it while I can't fall asleep with the freaking.
Boy Mama 2 says, Dolly Train ×2. If you need another mod, I'll help. Okay. Well,
We don't
I'm not
at the moment.
I'm not on the screen to mod anybody up anyway. And Sweet Jones.
Sweet Jones.
What's up? It says Dolly and PJ choo choo. Granniesville,
All of the people
Girlwood.
that are going on the train so far are on your train, so I don't have to practice my jokes.
Okay. Glad Tyson put him some pants on. It was criminal. Okay. Well, that's a little off topic, but it's open discussion night. What did you think about Mike Tyson's ass cheeks? Good Lord, Netflix. That was worse than Terrifier 3. What was
Why
worse?
did they do that to us?
I don't know why they
It
had
was
a close
almost
up.
like that was almost like when Janet Jackson's boobie came out. It was just like one of those moments where you just don't expect it. It was kind of like it threw me back, like, oh, okay.
Jack said he's at the bar on the train. Jaeger bombs for him. Jaeger bombs.
Okay.
Now listen, Netflix did do a criminal act. They showed Mike Tyson's bare ass for no reason other than what, shock and awe. Okay. Nobody needed to see Mike Tyson's ass. I mean, it was crazy. I was thinking, and he kisses his son on the cheek, right? And then he turns around and his ass is just Mike Tyson.
It was some chaps. Like what kind of like?
No, it's the cup for boxing. You put your
and it's got legs like that.
Yeah, it's like a jock strap cup
Oh.
for boxing. So if you get punched in the ball sack, it don't deflate your lemons.
Wanted to show everybody who he was wearing his.
I don't know. I mean, we know it was for entertainment, right? We know the whole thing was for entertainment. It wasn't really a fight like they made it out to be.
It wasn't.
Even though they did sanction it as a fight, it counted as a loss on Mike Tyson's record.
It wasn't a fight. Definitely
not a fight. But yeah, they went in the locker room, interviewed Mike Tyson.
I mean, if you've got money like Jake Paul does, why not find you a legend and say, hey, I fought this legend, and make sure he gets paid to not win?
Well, I heard he's digging up Muhammad Ali to fight next. Okay. He's going to fight his bones. Okay. And then jump around the ring like I won. All right.
Boy.
Oh my God. Listen, that was a crime. Usually we don't talk sports here, but since, you out there hitting a 60-year-old man in the head, that was a crime. Right?
He looked like he gave him a black eye.
Yeah, he had a little knot
That's
on
like,
his
we
eye.
respect our elders here on this channel.
Yeah, we're a channel full of older folks. We don't need to be getting hit on, right? There should be criminal laws against that. And definitely, Mike, you need to cover your ass up. Right? We've seen a little more than you than we wanted. Now we know how that girl felt back in the 90s in the hotel room. Which sent Mike to prison. Remember, Mike took a little stint in prison for his little hotel action, letting his ass cheeks hang out in that hotel.
After that fight, there was a bunch of tweets on Twitter, which I'll still call it Twitter, I don't care, about facts that we didn't know about Mike Tyson. And he's been imprisoned or in jail more times than ever in before he turned 13. Did you know that?
Yeah, he was stealing cars and fighting and stuff like that.
I didn't know any of that.
In Catskill, New York. And then he met a boxing coach in there, and that boxing coach introduced him to Customato, which then Customato took him in and adopted him, and that's who trained Mike Tyson to fight.
Okay. I knew you would
The
have
late,
more
great Customato, right? And what would Customato think right now? He probably rolled over in his grave. Jake Paul versus Biden next.
It has to be a boxing legend or somebody that would make him sound better. That's all that was.
Oh, that's too good. He better leave them old men alone. Why don't he fight somebody his age? Or fight a real boxer, right? The only real boxer he fought was Tyson Fury's brother.
He won't fight Fury though. Why is that?
He did fight he fought his little brother.
He didn't fight Tyson Fury though.
Because Tyson Fury would kill him.
That's what I'm saying. He can't fight nobody that's
it would last one round of him getting his ass whipped. Did you see what Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, but I'm saying my point exactly is he can't fight nobody that's worth a fuck.
He wants Conor McGregor. I think
Connor's not even coming back to fight.
I think Conor McGregor would whip his ass.
And isn't he in trouble for alleged
Maybe.
APE?
I mean, you never know. When you're that rich, people start accusing you of things, all kinds of things.
I was pretty certain that he.
Yeah, Tommy Fury whipped his ass.
When Connor was at the club and he started grinding up on the girl in front of him and forgot his wife is standing next to him.
Yeah, well, you get a little buzz. You forget you with your wife sometimes, right? Then he was like, he caught himself. He was like, oh, my bad. Was that me? Right? Was that me?
Oh, God.
I mean, listen, you can have $500 million and that ain't going to stop you from the cussing out you're going to get from your old lady. You know what I'm saying? She don't give a damn about $500 million. Right? So anyway.
Not just because he did it, but because it got caught and made into this meme. Like, that's embarrassing for a woman to have to.
Sweet Jones says Mike Tyson versus the dog.
Oh.
Who you got your money on in that one?
That's a hard one. Probably Tyson.
I don't know. The dog might bite him in the ass cheek.
The dog, I mean, without the sunglasses, the dog, I think there's something seriously wrong.
I don't know. Maybe I go with the dog. I might go with dog.
Okay.
How old is dog?
I mean, does he bite? 73?
He at least gums at 73. I don't know, allegedly. In my opinion, okay? In my opinion, I don't know who would win that one. I don't know. I wouldn't want to see it. Not really. I don't think old people should be getting beat on. Like, I wouldn't want to see nobody hit Tyson. I wouldn't want to see anybody hit Dog.
No.
Or any, or Biden, right? Biden. You hit Biden, you go into prison forever.
Jake Paul versus Hulk Hogan.
That's
a good one.
There you go. Jake Paul versus Hulk Hogan. I think he would beat Hulk Hogan too. Hulk Hogan's like 60 some years old too.
Right.
But you can't just be beating on 60-year-old men.
To beat on the old men.
What is the world coming to where you got
elder abuse is a crime? Brad says.
Yes, elder abuse is a crime, right? And we're a true crime channel. We can't be letting you beat up on old ass men. Now we got totally sidetracked.
We really did.
I started off with good intentions that this was going to go down a true crime path, right? So
and then you started talking about the stupid clown. Nobody cares.
That's Art the Clown, okay? That's Art the Clown. I'll fight 1202, says Gunnersville Girl Woods. I got my money on you, okay? Now Jake Paul.
The FBI.
What about Jake?
Watch out.
What about Jake Paul versus 1202? Who would win that one? Jake
Paul. He's 27 years old.
Yeah, he would knock the shit out of that old man.
Yeah, he would.
And I don't think he would go easy on 1202. You know what I'm saying? He went easy on Mike.
He's not a legend. There's a rhyme and reason for what he did. He can now say he fought the great and one and only Mike Tyson and won.
Yeah. Well, listen, let's be honest. They both are friends.
They were this whole time.
Yeah, they were the whole time. And they made a ton of money.
Yeah.
And at the end, you heard Jake Paul. He bowed to him. He said, Mike Tyson is the greatest fighter ever.
Yeah.
So, and it ain't like he's been on a bragging campaign about beating Mike Tyson. He's too busy spending that $40 million.
Right, because he knew it was rigged.
His trunks cost $1 million.
I can't. There was
36 carats of diamonds in his trunks. 36 carats.
He's worse than a girl.
Oh my God, that dude is so rich. Well, listen, I can't knock the hustle. If I could fight Mike Tyson for $40 million, you can believe I'd be out there fighting Mike Tyson for $40 million.
Yeah.
I just ain't that cool of a YouTuber. I ain't no Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Jake Paul. Or his brother Logan. Right? Logan is rich as they both super rich. Nobody wants to smack what we saw at 1202.
Ew.
Oh.
Jax.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh, I didn't want to even visualize
Okay,
that one.
so tomorrow, I will be covering the court case. I'm going to get my lazy ass
Starts
up.
at 10.
It starts at 10. God, why they got to start court so early? Why can't it start at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon when normal people get up? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So Chloe Driver tomorrow. I believe it's going closing statements tomorrow.
Was it?
I think so.
I thought.
Or is it still the defense?
Yeah, defense. Because I'm expecting to see husband.
Well, the defense is tomorrow, 10 o'clock here. We'll be watching Chloe Driver. And that's the cult mom that stabbed her baby and then turned the knife and stabbed herself. Now, some people may disagree with me, and PJ, you probably disagree with me. I think she was brainwashed. I think she was abused physically, mentally, and emotionally abused.
Am I supposed to disagree?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Okay, PJ disagrees. And I do believe that at the time that she committed this crime, she went insane.
Jimmy, you've got an account here that's putting up stop signs. Can you please address that? Because I think that it needs to be blocked. But you address that.
Okay. Knees.
Don't say that out loud. Just say it to yourself in your mind.
You don't sound crazy in my mind.
Push the mute button for a split second, please.
Okay, mute button. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so yeah, people with the crazy names, but it says, why did I get blocked? Maybe
no,
it
says, why did y'all block me? Be watching Dolly before he had 10,000 subs. So but I mean,
maybe your name?
Probably, most likely.
You know, when
you're
you
about to get blocked again.
You know, when you come in here with a troll name, right? You get treated like a troll. Even if you ain't a troll and you got a trollish name, you get blocked.
An extremely offensive trollish names are not really.
Yeah, you know.
Come up with something that's funny, catchy.
Turtle Gang just jumped on the train.
Woo!
The train is still riding down the tracks. We got to fuel this bitch up. Okay, we got to fuel it up. So anyway, you know, I truly think that this girl was insane at the time of her crimes. Now, I know what people are thinking. She killed her baby. She's no different than Leilani Simon. But Leilani Simon was not in a cult. She wasn't brainwashed. She wasn't abused. She wasn't mentally, physically, and emotionally abused, and denied treatment to seeing a doctor when she's had psychological problems since she was a young girl.
Yeah, well, she was basically 16 or 17 when she first met this man that dragged her into this cult lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
He was 38 at the time. And so the brain doesn't even fully develop until you're in your 20s. It's different for male versus female. But
yeah,
even saying that, the brain doesn't develop until you're in your 20s.
Yeah, like mine's still developing.
I know.
You know?
So basically, she was influenced by this man at a very, very early age. And then I guess they married, and then they added different women to the mix, which that will never work.
Can you translate what Turtle Gang said?
I did not count. I forgot today something. It didn't count. She's saying she's saying that her last $2 super chat doesn't count because she didn't write a super chat. It just said.
Okay, your comment sounded like the kid from, what was the little kid from the Little Rascals?
Alfie.
The little kid with the little
Alfie. Alfalfa.
Yeah, you sound you're there's your joke. It sounded like Alfalfa typed that.
I'm not doing a joke because
PJ
he said
doing
that
a joke.
all of the people going on Dolly's train are going on Dolly's train. He's going to tell the jokes.
And all these people have been on this. They said PJ train.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Nope. I can see myself, and they
so,
didn't.
What do you think, though? Okay, let's get back on track. Let's get back on. Let's get back on track.
Go ahead.
what is the chances of you thinking this jury is going to let this girl off? Just because I think she's, I think should be in a mental hospital and get the treatment she deserves. I'm not saying let her go and let her go free. I'm saying that she needs to be in a mental hospital and not in prison.
That's what I'm saying. When you say let her go free or get off, it definitely, there's different definitions or meaning to that with her request as
I mean, we know she's guilty. We know she's guilty. We know she confessed. We know she stabbed a baby. And I would say this, if she stabbed her baby and didn't stab herself, I would say put her under the prison.
I agree.
But this lady took a knife and stabbed herself in the neck and then tried to stab herself in the heart. So she was ready to leave this world. She was that crazy, that depressed, that mad in the head.
She had attempted to search certain things. Didn't she search how to get rid of him too at one point?
Yeah, she was searching all kinds of things, how to leave with the baby, how to, be a single mom with the baby. She searched a lot of different things. And I think she just didn't know what to do. She felt trapped.
And then she reached out to her parents at one point, and I don't know what happened there. I think they were accepting to her coming, but not with the baby. Like he was going to keep the baby and let her go.
No, he would let her go to her parents, but he had the baby. So if she went there, he had control of the baby.
Choo-choo.
Karen's Corner jumped on the train. Right? The Blessed Express. When you get on this train, you blessed. All right. And you may hit a couple potholes on the way. All right. But thank you, Karen. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here with us. So if y'all haven't followed this case, basically it's one of those cases of a young girl that was groomed by an older man. And every time he would let her do something, he would hold the baby over her head. Like, yeah, you can go to your mom's, but if you don't come back, you're never going to see this kid again. She tried to escape. They ran her down, right? Beat her up.
She ran into traffic.
They ran her down, punched her in the eye. She had a black eye, drug her back, threw her in the car and left, right?
Yeah.
So not only was she being held prisoner, she was being abused, not only by her husband. The husband was letting his friend whip her ass.
Yeah.
Now, tell me that ain't bad, Miss Margaret.
Woo!
On the caboose, waiting for a PJ joke. Okay, you better start looking up some jokes on that damn phone. You better find you a funny one. These people are waiting on you. So that's different. And then, on the PJ train, says Trisha. See, they ain't letting you down. Your train car is filling up. It's filling up. All right. So this is way different than the Leilani case. The only thing in common that happened is they both happened in Georgia. And Mel Crow, PJ train, joke time, bam.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Okay, you better start looking them up. Better look get something funny. The best.
Okay.
What is that? Laffy Taffy?
We're on that same level because that's what I was talking about when I was talking about my special jokes. I meant special ed, like you said, and it was the Laffy Taffy packages that have the best jokes ever.
Thank you, Mel Crow. Welcome on the train.
But we only have 286 likes.
286? What? Oh my God.
And 675 people in chat.
All right, when Art the Clown shows up at your house tonight, okay? But a shorter version, kind of built like me. You should have liked the video.
You.
But not me. Totally not me. I ain't making no threats. Okay? I don't watch all these horror movies for nothing. That ain't me at your window. Okay? When you hear that scratching noise tonight, that totally ain't me.
You're a mess.
Ginger, PJ for sure. Okay, we fighting.
Oh, no.
Y'all gonna start a fight tonight.
Oh no!
When y'all come up here tomorrow with black eyes, just remember it's your guys' fault. Okay, y'all got me beat up.
You're gonna have these people really believe in you.
I know. Look at my eyes, still black. You gotta like hold them punches in like Jake Paul. You can't hit me as hard as you've been hitting me. You gotta be a little more gentle with the right hooks. Okay, I bruise easy. You see how easy I bruise? My eyes still black. See that? That ain't no joke. Look, it's all black up in there.
I can't.
You got me good. I got to work on my duck game.
Duck and weave.
But, my thing is this. I hope the courts decide to do the right thing with this woman and take what her life, the circumstances of her life and what's going on in her life into consideration before they sentence this lady.
Right. Because she most certainly, in her mind, you can kind of piece it together. It didn't seem like she thought there was any other option at all. So she decided, they both needed to leave the world, not just her baby, but her
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
And at one point, I guess she really didn't understand why they weren't passing away. And then that's where I think she did the whole chest thing.
And just to show you she didn't quite understand what was going on, she was like, did my baby live? Who's taking care of it?
Yeah.
After you done stabbed it 3 times in the neck, you crazy to think that baby's even alive, right? And look, the state psychiatrist came up there. The state, not her psychiatrist, not somebody they paid. The state psychiatrist came up there and said, this girl is schizophrenic.
Mm-hmm.
She has 1 minute she's happy, 1 minute she's crying, sad. She's experiencing altered realities.
She's hearing voices. She's paranoid and thinks that people that are around her surroundings are saying
that she can heal people and control what happens in the world with her mind. And this is coming from the state psychiatrist. And then you got the state going against the state. So we almost watched the 2 state ladies look like they were about to fight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And PJ, enjoy your Starbucks in the morning.
Thank you.
Hey, what about my Starbucks? Dolly likes Starbucks. Okay.
I
get the cheap old 7-Eleven coffee now. I get the $2 and bring your own cup coffee.
I got a joke.
Okay, PJ got a joke. Oh God, here we go. Oh Lord, stop the presses.
So yesterday, I went to a railway fancy dress party. Everyone was wearing platforms.
A railroad fancy party.
When a train is tired, it's called a slowcomotive.
Slowcomotive. I guess that's what I am in the morning. A slowcomotive. Right.
What do you call a locomotive that keeps sneezing?
A hunchoo.
A choo-choo train.
I was right. Okay.
That's the best one. Even the toughest train engineer needs a break to let off some steam. That's cheesy. Why did the crazy Mexican train driver run over the station master?
Why did the crazy Mexican train driver run over the train master? I don't know why.
Because he had a locomotive.
He had a locomotive. You loco, Holmes. You loco.
Oh, what is the difference between a teacher and a locomotive?
What's the difference between a teacher and a locomotive? I don't know. What, PJ?
A teacher says, spit out your gum, and a locomotive says, choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
I told you.
All right.
I'm not done.
You're not. We were hoping you were. Okay, we were hoping you were.
Did you hear about the train that couldn't perform? It has a huge case of stage fright.
Stage fright. Okay, not as good.
How do you make the locomotive Olympics?
How do you make the locomotive Olympics?
You train really hard.
You train really hard.
Oh shit.
You train really hard. Okay. Okay, you got me. Okay.
One more. The train conductor worked hard and got offered a promotion. It was a tremendous opportunity. That was a bad one. A tram-endous. And then one last one. I once asked the conductor how many times a train he was on had gotten derailed. He told me it was hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. How many times has the train derailed? It's hard to keep track. Okay, it's hard. That's like this train we own. Sometimes it goes off the rails. It goes right off the track. Okay.
It's just.
All right. So I guess that was worth it. That was worth it. The train Olympics one I thought was the best. How's the locomotive getting an Olympics? It trains hard. It's so stupid that it's funny. It's so stupid that it's
like
funny.
A dad joke.
Yeah.
You would like that one the best.
Okay. So can we get back on track now?
Yeah. That was good.
I know. Dolly,
You're
I'm
just a natural
I'm
comedian.
a natural.
You got to do stand up.
It comes easy. It comes easy. Okay, so back to true crime. All right. Back to true crime. Somebody got their hand up. What do you need? What do you need? Another PJ coffee, right?
I gotta look up more jokes.
I think they like your jokes, PJ. I think they like your jokes.
I'm sweating.
Simplify. Thank you so much, right? Dolly, don't get. Can I get some water at least? Some tap water, hot, lukewarm, something. I'm in the bushes, keeping an eye on the cats. Okay, Carol Ann, 19 months, been a member. Thank you for being here so long with us. Okay, PJ's being silly. She's being silly. Can we get back to true crime?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anyway, court tomorrow. Hopefully that they take into consideration what's going on with this, with Chloe Driver. And, if she goes, I get it. A lot of people say, that she deserves to be in prison. She's a monster just like everybody else. Oh my God.
One more. Why did the Scarecrow become a detective?
Why did the Scarecrow become a detective?
Because she was outstanding in her field of investigation.
She was outstanding in her field of investigation. Okay.
Okay, I'm done. I promise.
All right. Now I've seen some alleged investigators with Scarecrow hair.
Oh yeah, me too.
That wasn't outstanding in their field, okay? They
Yeah.
just had Scarecrow hair.
Nowadays, you can just say you're outstanding in your field, and people just, okay, I believe you.
Yeah. People believe
a little
almost
strange,
everybody believes everything they hear on the internet. If you hear it on the internet, it got to be true, okay, people? It has to be true.
You dare ask for proof.
How
ever.
do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Oh, that was good, Jack. That was good. Okay. Oh, Lord. All right. Y'all on another level tonight.
I have a whole page pulled up. Don't even tempt me.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll be covering that case. Look, I don't want to go too far much more into that. Okay. And we'll see how that turns out. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow with Dolly. I'm getting up extra early.
I hope the husband comes.
I'll probably look like a zombie. Slobber still stuck to my face. That's how I usually feel in the morning anyway. What else is on the what about the lady from DC, the Manassas? PJ, do you want to go into that a little bit? Monta, y'all remember her? Me and PJ stopped in while they were doing what, a prayer vigil? They were still searching for
I thought
press conference kind of thing.
It was
a little bit of everything.
Right.
Yes, it was a lot of people there. A lot of people from I would say
their community.
The foreign
ethnic
community.
Mm-hmm.
Different different people from different ethnicities.
Yes, because Mamta was here from India or Nepal. And so she was well known within the Nepal community. I couldn't find. I tried to go look for it if she was a mail order bride, because she came here by herself with no family, and so she didn't have any family here to stand up for her when she went missing. It was her co-workers.
But did she have a huge family?
She had a huge standout.
Yes,
for her.
Big, lots and lots, hundreds and hundreds of people out there.
It was impressive.
Congressmen, senators, all kinds of stuff. And everything happens for a reason. So they get out there, they have a PA and a generator, and their generator blows up, right? And we just happen to show up with a generator. So it was almost like we were meant to be there for a purpose. Like we was to show up with the generator.
And they were so thankful for our help.
Yeah, was thanking me in the press conference and everything. But everything happens for a reason. People, like God puts certain people in certain places for certain reasons.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just coincidental. It was meant to happen that way. I truly believe that. And that's how I felt. It was just one of those things that fate aligns people, everybody for the right cause, the right reasons. And they come together to make magic, right? And to find answers. And then shortly after that, they arrest the husband.
Yep.
And they charge him with disposing of a corpse, okay? And PJ's been wanting me to go up there and cover that for a couple days. Right?
There is a trial set for him already. They're wanting
Yes.
for him to stand for a speedy trial, and it's the 20th of December.
But they haven't charged him, from my understanding, with the murder of Manta because
can't find her.
They can't find her, and he's saying the blood in his house
was a nosebleed.
Was a nosebleed. Okay, now everybody knows better than that, and I know that community of people up there, they know better than that.
Yeah.
And here's one thing I noticed in their case that I don't notice, and like, let's just compare it to what went on in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these people got out there when the police wasn't cooperating with them and giving them the answers they went over the police. They went to the mayor, to congressmen, to senators.
I've never seen anything like that. How do they know to even do that? I've never seen anything.
Hell if they knew how to. They knew how to reach people. Is what they knew.
They had Senate members.
I learned from them.
Yeah.
Right. And any parent of a missing kid or anybody with a missing person,
you better march your ass to the Congress office.
Look, you better watch
Senate,
what went
Congress,
on with Manta,
mayor,
and copy it to the fullest. Okay, because they made shit happen.
Yeah,
like you could tell the difference in, like, you know, a sad press conference, and then people were demanding answers, demanding it, right? Talking about we'll have a whole ethnic community vote for somebody else. You don't get some fucking answers for our friend, right? And it wasn't even their family member. They did this just from somebody from their culture, right? It didn't matter if they knew her, if they didn't know her. They all showed the hell up in a mass, huge crowd. Out me on the P. Diddy train, please. Okay. Out
P. Dolly. I think it's supposed to say, put me on the P. Dolly train.
Oh,
please.
okay. I thought you wanted to be on the P.
Jesus.
Diddy train. I was like, listen, we out of baby oil right now. Okay.
We never had baby oil here.
We can't find none. It ain't in stock nowhere. P. Diddy bought it all. Okay. He bought it all. And that man's going to spend his Christmas in jail.
He tried so hard to get back out.
He tried.
He tried again.
Look, here's the thing is, I like to see that, you know, because usually money in this world we live in will buy your freedom, right? And it shouldn't. Okay, I see stop signs. 100% at Dolly. Stop. Okay.
I don't.
We don't want to live in a society where rich people get away with whatever they want to, right? I believe everybody, we created equal. We learned that. Martin Luther King, everybody's created equal in this world. We should be treated equal. Just because you got $1 billion don't mean you can go out and drug people, rape people, abuse people, and do these things and then walk free and, you know, pay these lawyers like Karen Reed, right? A little off that me, and just be free as can be when you're really a monster, right? So I think the streets and people's booty holes are a little bit safer with P. Diddy in jail, right?
Yeah.
All right. One less person's going to get lubed up and somebody come down their chimney hole. Okay. This season with P. Diddy locked up. I mean, it is what it is. I want on the P. Dolly train, please.
I'm not following.
Okay. Come on to the train. You're on the train. Just grab a seat, buckle up. Because this train might go off the tracks. It might go off the tracks occasionally. Occasionally tonight, we might go off the tracks. So what the hell was I talking about before P. Diddy?
The Manta case.
Manta. A lot of people can learn from the Manta case. Right? If the family of Sebastian or Summer or any of this would have been doing this in Tennessee, reaching out to people. You know how they keep saying that the police ain't giving them answers? Well, don't go to the police. Go to the police's boss. Go to the people that are over the police. That's what they did in Manassas, Virginia. They went over the police and was demanding answers.
They were setting up their own news conferences and
outside the police station.
Yeah.
Right? Every day. Right? So they're doing it every day. They would search and putting conferences together. You know,
Simplify just got you a water.
Okay, Dolly, go get a damn water. Thank you. See, somebody love Dolly. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be cold too. I'm getting a cold water. $4 will get you an icy cold water. It won't even be lukewarm.
Yeah.
Thank you for the love. Thank you. I feel it. I feel that. I felt that. Okay, I felt that right here in my little tiny heart somewhere in my chest. Right, that has a stent in it. The stent just tingled. You made my stent tingle. Thank you. Dolly Vision, when you're being so close to this case, it would love to see you cover it boots on the ground.
I mean,
Now-
we were there. The court case is on the 20th of December, and that's, I guess, what they mean is to go to the court case.
Yes, PJ was
They
talking
might
to me.
cover it on. It's a pretty decent.
I
size
know
case.
Grizzly's True Crime has been covering the case, so
Mhm.
shout out to Grizzly for being
She
legit.
did a very good cover on on Friday that I listened to, but since then she's done part 2 and 3.
That's awesome. You know,
so there's a lot of information there.
everybody's life is just important. It don't matter if you're
Mhm.
from Nepal or if you're from Nebraska, right? Everybody's life matters, and I hope if somebody did something to me like that, people would pull together for me.
Oh, they would.
You know, and for anybody. But I just, like I said, I think there was a lot to learn in that from
I really do
families
too.
that are watching this. Like, hey, you know, like, because we hear, let's just say Sebastian's dad, you know, he's like, well, TBI is not working with me. They're not saying that to me. Go to the
Go
mayor.
to the officials,
Right?
above
Go to your
them.
senator, go to your congressman, go to these people that can put pressure onto the police to get the answers that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And you can learn things in a lot of different places that can help you, right? So I just saying that they did the right thing, and if they hadn't have did that, would the police have made that arrest?
No, I don't believe they would have, because when you see the body footage when they first went to go interview the husband just, oh, she went to visit her sister, and I'm like, they're like, I don't think she has a sister, but okay. Oh, she live in New York or Texas, I don't remember, and he's not Mexican, so I don't know where the accent came from. And I'm foreign too, so I can do that. It's not racist.
Okay,
But
you kind of
basically,
sound like your mom when you.
I know that's
It
where
sounds
it's
like your mom. That's what her mom sounds like. She sounds.
Yeah.
Her mom sounds like she's in the like
Mafia,
some
mob,
mafia boss.
She's been here for a long time. She should have that gone by now. I don't
And she
know.
likes me better than she likes PJ.
She does. She just doesn't like me. It's okay.
PJ went over to visit today, and they asked her where I was at. They didn't want to hang out with PJ. They just want to talk to Dolly.
Whatever. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't remember what I was saying now. You done made me all messed up. But
That's
the
'cause
husband,
you know
he
why they like me
basically-
so much?
Why?
It's because I sat around the other night watching Croatian TV with them. And I knew the Croatian fighter, and they were like, "Ooh, he knows the Croatian fighter."
I'm surprised they knew the Croatian.
I was
fighter.
surprised too.
Because, like,
Your mom knew. I was like, "Damn."
they said they were going to watch the
They were
fight.
gonna watch the fight.
I
That's
didn't
right.
even ask them about that. After she asked me where you were at, I was
And you know why
offended.
they watched the fight? Because it was a Croatian fighter.
That's because that's right. We're talking about ethnic people. That's what
They stick together.
They stick together.
Yeah, and just
Even
like
when they move to
Monta,
a whole new continent and don't freaking have nothing to do with nothing over on the other continent, they're
Yeah.
still like their little continent in their own house.
it's
That's
like
it.
one big Croatian family.
Yeah.
You know, they all bond together. They all stick together, and that's
That's
kind of
how-
what
yeah, exactly.
Monta's people did.
Right. And some of them didn't even really know her that well. Like, because I was asking a couple of the people as we were walking by the little conference they were having, I was like, oh, are you friends with her? And, oh, no, I met her. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay. Like,
yeah.
They all went to her baby shower somehow, though, but they don't really know her that well. And then a lot of her nurse friends. That's where I
It's
think
just
the
the
real push
community
came from.
comes together.
Yes,
You know,
for sure.
because they probably don't have a huge, you know, it is huge when they all come together, but you know, they're spread out all over Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they come together, it's a whole bunch of them, but they really don't, when they first come here and they don't all know English, they stick together because that's the only people they can really communicate with. And it's just good to see that there is getting to be some justice for it. I do hope they charge him with the murder. And we know how Virginia works. After a while, Virginia will charge you without the
Without a
body.
body, yep.
Yeah. So it ain't like he's in Tennessee
Mm-mm.
and he's going to get away with it. He's going to get charged with murder. It's just a matter of time. They got him right now on the disposing of a body because they know he can't go nowhere.
And they
Right.
have him, I think they have him on surveillance at 2 different Walmarts, purchasing 3 knives. They could only find 1 out of the 3 in the pack.
Yeah,
And then
they know
also
he-
have
they-
him throwing away trash at different apartment complexes.
And they took a piece of the carpet.
Yep.
So he cut out a piece of the carpet. So
That's what he's claiming is the nosebleed. which-
yeah, so they know he stabbed this poor woman to death. And hopefully, you know, I don't care where you're from. You kill somebody, you deserve
Mhm.
to be executed.
And then afterwards, after all that
But
went
Virginia
down,
don't have the death penalty anymore.
I know. Before he got arrested, He listed the house for sale. He listed the Tesla and sold the Tesla. They went and got the Tesla and
He
had
never
to do all the.
searched.
I know he never searched. He never came out. When we were out there, we were looking for him to see if he would come to the visual. Because I mean,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that's a really big red flag for me is if there's something going on and it's your person, child, husband, wife, whoever. Like if you're not at that event, I'm gonna side eye you. I know there's certain scenarios where you don't want to be picked on by going there, but
I pray
mean,
them people get the justice. They were all nice, super awesome people.
and every time they were done talking, they were namaste and all the meditation type lingo, the yoga stuff. I like it. It was cool.
Yeah, and they were so thankful for the help and
they were so
appreciative
happy
of being there. And
it was like a it was like a positivity circle that we were in. They were just such happy people.
They wanted answers though.
They did.
And they were demanding those answers. And I think a lot of people that, like I said, can learn from that. And so if you these people out here I know that watch my show that are parents of missing kids, this is what y'all should have been doing, right? This is what y'all should have been doing is going over the police's head to get the answers that you want. And like I said, they're going to get that justice.
Denise says, do you think he put her in separate bags as pieces?
I don't know.
Is that easy to do?
I mean, no, really. I mean, you ain't cutting through somebody's bones with a regular steak knife.
Right.
You're going to need a hacksaw. Bones are a little tougher than you think they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, even in the movie The Terrifier, he got a hacksaw in his to cut through the bones. I mean, you just ain't slicing through a bone with a knife.
Yeah. So I
mean,
think that
in
you
the
would have
joint
evidence of
area,
that.
even in your joints, it's hard to cut through with a knife. So, but then again, you remember the lady that was cut her boyfriend's head
That's
off?
what I was actually getting ready to get to because she was supposedly at one point using a butter knife or something ridiculous.
Yeah, and remember Taliban with that rusty knife when they were cutting that dude's head off? I was like, how the hell you cut somebody's head off with a rusty knife? I mean, it was big, but it was rusty as hell. And I was like, this
Trigger
is
warning. That's terrible.
It's bad. Don't watch stuff like that. It'll give you nightmares. Okay. Yeah, a chainsaw, a skill saw, a bandsaw, anything like that.
Something with
a
a
bone
saw in it.
Yeah, something with a saw, electric. It's going to be hard to cut through somebody with. I mean, unless you have a hacksaw and plenty of time. All right. And then some people, before they chop you up, they'll freeze you, right? They'll freeze you so you don't bleed everywhere while they hacksawing your ass up, right? Okay, what are you laughing about?
I just accidentally changed my screen, then went back to the joke page.
It went back to the joke page.
It says, I talked to my wife. She should embrace her mistakes. So she hugged me.
Okay, is that why you hugged me? You just embracing your mistakes?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so we done went over the driver girl.
Mm-hmm.
We done went over Monta. All right, who else is out there?
I was listening to JLR earlier, and there's a case where a girl is 30 years old or 31. It's like a discrepancy. They're not certain. On a flyer, she's 30. In the post, she's 31. She came from Hawaii as a Hawaii resident, and she got on a flight, and she was going to New York for something.
Yeah.
And she stopped in California.
Going to New York? Because, okay.
She had I think she was a photographer, and she had like a gig and to see family. She stops in her layover, because Florida, you don't necessarily get to go straight to New York. She stops in California, and
PJ's train.
She never is seen again.
She stopped in California and is never seen again.
She didn't get on her, like she had a layover.
Well, California's crazy.
She was seen at the Grove, which is some hip, trendy California place, like the next day, and it was in some random person's YouTube video.
Missed her plane.
And she's texting her family members talking about, I trusted someone that I loved, and they took my money, but then she said she had her money.
Do you think she may be a little off, and she's lost?
There's another part to the story.
Okay.
Her ex-boyfriend was on the flight.
And where's he at?
Living his best life at home.
Oh, Lord, that ain't good.
No.
That sends out red flags right there.
And her phone pinged at the LAX airport, and that's the last her phone was heard of. It's off and non-communicative now, and she's MIA. The following day after she was supposed to be on the flight, she was seen in a random
Did she ever
YouTube video.
board the flight?
No.
So there's no flight record of her being on the plane. So she never got on the plane at LAX. So she never left California.
She was on video getting off of the plane from Hawaii.
Yeah, into California.
Into California.
Okay.
And that's it. And then she was on a video on a YouTuber, on a random video at the Grove the next day.
After she missed the plane flight?
Yes.
Okay, then maybe she's alive somewhere. I mean, that gives hope that she's alive. If she missed a plane, that means somebody may have, unalived her. But if the next day, if she's on video, are they positive it's her on the video?
Her family said that it's her.
Okay. All right. Well, you remember somebody thought their kid was at.
Oh, and Tater said she
Grandfather
got on
Mountain.
the plane, but then she deboarded the plane. But the ex-boyfriend stayed on the plane. I heard that it was just her getting off of the plane from Hawaii. I think there was, but she never left LAX.
Well, there's definitely some red flags in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It
sounds like severe mental illness, but at the same time, it's like how do you get to age 30 and suddenly just have a severe onset of mental illness like that?
You could be drugged.
That's true.
GHB and Molly or different P. Diddy's. You might,
That's true.
So you could be doing something, went to a party, somebody slipped something in your drink, and next thing you know, you walking around thinking you damn Jesus.
Okay, Taterbug said, you're right, PJ. She went from Hawaii to LAX, got on the plane at LAX, but got off of the plane, but he stayed on the plane and just went to New York.
But she didn't die there because she was at a party at a club the next day. So she purposely missed the plane.
Right. And is it the Grove, like the Bohemian Grove?
That's what I thought when you was talking about it. Like they walking out and with the presidents and congressmen, and they're all worshiping a big owl and shit with damn,
Jules Perkins said, shout out to PJ, the Holly weirdo got you. Let me call in.
Okay, we're going to open the phone lines in just a few minutes.
No, but that was just what caught my attention. And then there was a little boy that was 4 years old that's missing in Florida that they're looking for.
4 years old. Mm-hmm. You know any of the circumstances on the missing young man?
His name is Waylon, I believe. Let me double check so I don't say it wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I heard there's a little boy missing, which is good. He's right there in Florida, so there's JLR down there to investigate that. Mm-hmm. JLR's in Florida. The other person that's in Florida, they're probably on their way to Tennessee to court, I believe. And usually Florida's pretty good about finding you.
Ormond Beach, Florida. 4-year-old. Let's see. Ormond Beach boy on Sunday. Wayland Childs was last seen 600 block of Fleming Avenue, near Central Park. The incident began when a father was at the park with the 3 young children, all under 5, when one went missing, according to Ormond Beach police. He was last seen wearing a maroon shirt, maroon sweatpants, and gray shoes. He has white stands around 3 feet tall with brown hair and brown eyes. The FDLE alert also said to check nearby waters in search of the boy. Oh no, is it autism? I hope they don't have a specific reason for checking the water.
A lot of these children with autism, they're drawn to water and they run. Oh,
that's sad. People, police, I don't know why I said people. Police said they have ruled out any foul play and they believe Childs got away from his dad. After hearing about the news, people began coming to Ormond Beach to help search the area. As soon as we seen it on Facebook, we decided to come up here and see what we can do to help, said a witness resident helping out in the search. Anyone with information is urged to call the tip line at 1-888-356-4774.
Well, prayers for that little boy. And that was today, Sunday. Mm-hmm. So that would have been the day he's at the park. That is every parent's nightmare.
My dad did that with my sister.
Lost your sister at the park? Where is she?
At Chartwell Apartments. Uh-huh. My dad was watching me and my sister, I was on the swing and my sister was in the little sandbox, and my dad was talking to one of the people, that the other parents, and all of a sudden he turned around and my sister was gone. She was like 12 months old, like just started walking. They found her walking out of the complex in the parking lot.
Wow. Oh, look good. Thank
and
God.
And then ever
for that.
since then, she was on one of those leash thingies.
Oh my God. So they got a kid leash?
Yeah, they have it straps to your hand and it's just like elastic bungee cord thingamaboppy.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy we live in, especially if kids are quick. Believe it or not, at 12 months you can get up and move, and hopefully, this happened earlier today.
Someone in chat says 11:45 a.m.
11:45 a.m. Is there any updates that anybody knows about as far as the child being found?
Oh, and Casey says there was someone in another chat that said she was helping search, and she said the police told everyone to leave, and they were driving somewhere to search for him. Okay.
Well, that ain't good. When they tell searchers to leave? Yeah. That's never good.
No.
Pray, everybody throw a little prayer out there for Waylon. Waylon Childs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Little prayers, everybody, for that little boy that hopefully.
That's sad.
Can you search and see if there's any updates on
let me
Waylon
look.
Child? Let's just pray they find this little boy if he hasn't been found and there's no bad news that comes out about it. And see, that's how good the internet is about getting stuff out. Shout outs to JLR for putting that story out today. Because like a lot of us probably wouldn't even know, right? If it wasn't for, what was the information from an hour ago?
Let's see. From an hour ago, let's see. Waylon Childs went missing from Central Park and Ormond Beach. Search underway. Missing child alert issued. Same thing we just read. 3 feet tall, 30 pounds, has brown hair, brown eyes.
Yeah, but how far could he get not being kidnapped? How far can a small child get without being kidnapped?
I mean, if he walked over to a body of water and just went in, and there's several in the area.
Oh, okay.
They can't only check but one at a time.
How did it say he was?
4.
4 years old? That's not good. That is not good at all.
He said Waylon was at the park with his father and 2 siblings, all under age of 5.
But remember when they were searching for that little boy and they went into the woods and they pulled him out? Yeah. The old man got out there early the next morning and found him in the woods crying. No, he wasn't even crying. He said the little boy wasn't even scared.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
miracles happen. Yeah. Miracles happen. You can't give up hope in a situation like that. And, just tonight, make sure you say a little prayer for Waylon. He's going to need it for sure at 4 years old out there on his own. Hopefully he's a brave little boy and he's hunkered down somewhere. That would be the best thing. Got somewhere, got scared, just kind of sat there and nobody's around to see him, or somebody hears him crying or something of that. You got to start teaching your kids young not to get near water. Mm-hmm. Because, they might, reach down to play in it, fall in it. And, current is strong in lakes and ponds, and probably not as bad in ponds, but definitely lakes. And that sweeps you out. And next thing you know, you're done for.
I'm just looking to see if
there's anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went over that. The little boy, Monta, what else did I want to tap in on? The love letter from Stephen Stearns, or the poem that he wrote to Maddie Soto. Absolutely creepy. And of course, Jen Soto being used as a witness against Stephen Stearns. She's going to get immunity, which is God, why it's disturbing. It's absolutely disturbing because I believe this woman should be in jail. I've been saying it since the very beginning of this. And it's not to attack a parent. It's there's just no way this lady couldn't have known, in my opinion. Okay.
There's no way.
That's just my opinion. And I mean, but everybody has opinions. I know some people would say, hey, Jimmy, Dolly, she's that dumb, right? She was, worried about sleeping and she wasn't worried about a kid. But no woman in this whole planet should let their daughter go sleep with their boyfriend. He is a cute little boy. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, Waylon, you better hopefully you good. So as of right now, there's nothing that says he's been found.
Mm-mm. And this is what's really concerning to me is that it's gone out as a missing child, the alert, and it basically says 4-year-old missing in Ormond Beach. Police urge community to check water sources.
Wow. So maybe he is attracted to water.
Uh,
There's a reason they're saying
right, because I've never seen it worded that way unless it was, they had a hint that he would be in water.
People are saying his letter was a confession.
I didn't see anything confessing in that.
About him holding her as she died.
I mean, that part, I guess.
But
I mean, that doesn't tell me that he did it. What if Jennifer did it and because she walked in and they were in the middle of doing something, and so then she did it and then he's holding her as she died? I mean,
show his pictures. Here, type it in right here and we'll share his picture because I got to open the phone line anyway. As far as you get.
Okay. So then
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Okay. And guys, if you're anywhere in the area, make sure you try to get out there and search. Or if you have friends in the area, pass this along to them. Let me close some of this. We'll pull this up for you. Because this is important to get this information out as quick as humanly possible. And this is the one good thing I have to say about the internet, that bringing awareness to stuff is probably the most important thing in the world. And the internet at least is good about doing that. And thanks to JLR for staying on top of it. All right.
Park. That's where we find.
Coming up in the next 15 minutes.
Oh, and he's autistic.
Well, let's get to that breaking news.
I knew it.
Wow.
County, where police are searching for this missing little boy. FDLE says 4-year-old Waylon Childs disappeared today in Ormond Beach. He was last seen on Fleming Avenue near Central Park. That's where we find Tony Atkins live for us tonight. And Tony, there is an active search that's going on right now. Tell us the latest.
Hopefully JLR went down there.
I think he said it was like 4 hours away from where they're at. It's like on the opposite coast.
Oh.
Well, right now I am here at Central Park here in Ormond Beach, and this search has been going on pretty much all day here. I want to show you the sun has just set, and if you take a live look here, it looks that there are some Marine units here right now. It's unclear exactly which agency. We have been seeing a number of police units, deputies, and officers combing through Central Park here in Ormond Beach. Now, police have set up a perimeter, and outside of that perimeter, there have been a lot of folks just walking around their neighborhoods, trying to do what they can to make sure that this child is found safely. Now, the child we are talking about is Waylon Childs. He's 4 years old, white. He's 3 feet tall and 30 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen here in the 600 block of Fleming here near Central Park, wearing a maroon shirt, sweatpants, and gray shoes. Now, the police, they say they appreciate the public's concern. Obviously, a lot of people trying to do what they can, walking through this neighborhood to make sure that Waylon is found safe. They do say, though, with so many
yes, they have dogs. They just showed one.
People to avoid trying to search because that could interfere with the traffic and make it congested here in the area. And also, you don't want to stumble upon any scene that they have to process and investigate. So they are asking the public to stay back as they continue their investigation. As you see here, the sun has set right now, and it appears that there are some sort of Marine units, a dive team perhaps, trying to do what they can to find 4-year-old Waylon. I'm reporting live in Ormond Beach. Tony Atkins, West 2 News.
Well, if they have a dive team out there, it's not looking good. They think he may be in the water. And if he's in the water... They believe
he's autistic, and that, I guess, is the known thing with autistic children. They may be attracted to water.
Yeah. And, a lot of people believe the same thing with the little boy in Tennessee. Young man in Tennessee. Let's say that he's about to turn 16. So if he's with us. So let me get back onto this. Let's go ahead. You want to go ahead and open up the phone lines? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. We got probably what, a half hour,
Mhm.
20 minutes we can hang out. And let's chop it up. The phone lines are now open. And like I said, it's open discussion. You can speak on any of the things that we've been speaking about tonight, or you can bring up your own topic and we'll discuss it with you. Okay. If there's a different case you want to talk about, just bring it to our attention. Dolly, PJ.
Hey, Dolly and PJ, how are you?
Hey.
Pretty good.
This is Kimberly, and I am not in Maine anymore. I'm back down to Florida.
Okay. Well, are you close to where this is going on at?
That's what I was calling in for. I am friends with the grandmother, the mother's son, or the mother's parents. So I'm friends with her mom, and my sister and I are going over there tomorrow. They're about 2 hours from me. I'm on the West Coast. They're on the East Coast.
Okay.
The JLR is about an hour and a half further south than I am towards going that way. So,
okay.
But yeah, we're all going to be down there trying to help. But what we're going to do is we are going to park at their house. And we're all going to rent a van. She's the grandmother's renting a van. And we're all going to go park at the grocery store there, and we are going to call an Uber and we're going to all Uber over there, because they're like thinking that too many vehicles, too many people in one spot, unless we're distributed out, that they don't really want to have such a congestion going on there.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Well,
but
definitely
keep him in his prayers. And he is autistic. I didn't know if you saw that or not.
I saw it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I read about it just now.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a sweet little boy too.
Oh,
that's horrible.
He is. He's such a sweet little boy.
Did he just get away from his dad at the park while they were at the park, or do we know any other details?
Yeah, Dad. I don't know if he was on the phone or he was getting ready to answer the phone call or whatever, and he was watching the kids. They were playing at the park, and he just snuck away. He got away, whatever, without being noticed.
So
he thought he was on the slide.
Are they sure he wandered, or could it be possibility that somebody grabbed him?
No, I think they think that he just wandered off.
Okay.
But he's like, you know how on the top of the slides they have those little cubby holes or whatever you want to.
Yeah.
The dad thought he was still up there in that area, so he didn't see him come down.
Yeah.
And then when they were getting close to leaving, within about 20 minutes or so, he's starting to gather the kids up, and he's like yelling up there to that little cubby or little part in the top there.
Yeah.
Getting the kids down. Waylon didn't ever, answer him.
Is he verbal? Do we know?
He's somewhat verbal.
Okay. So.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he doesn't talk a lot, but he's somewhat. He's got a great preschool teacher that works with him, like tremendous teacher. So he went from nonverbal to the few words and few things that he does talk about now.
Okay. Well, definitely while you down there tomorrow, definitely send us a message. Let us know what's going on, and we'll try to keep everybody updated on what's happening down there. So,
it says that they stopped the grid search at nighttime, and I think that's typical of what they do. But I saw a couple people with the thread that I was looking at that were concerned, like they were telling people to go home. And
because right now they're searching the water. Yeah, they're searching the waterways and stuff right now.
Yeah,
you can see they have lights set up on the water. Do you know if he was attracted to the water?
He liked water, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he would sit in the bathtub like 4 or 5 hours if you did allow him to.
Oh.
Now, is that park? Is there big bodies of water right near that park?
There are a lot of different bodies of water in that area.
Oh, okay.
There's several bodies of water. There's small little ponds. There's a big pond. There's almost a lake-sized type pond. I think they still call it a pond, but to me it's a lake, because that's just. I think the bigger they are, they're considered the lake. That's me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's several different bodies of water down there.
Okay. Well,
and there are alligators down there too.
Oh, yeah. No. God, I didn't even think about that. It's Florida gators.
Yeah, mom's freaking out. Dad's like freaking out because he just feels horrible.
I bet.
mean, things like this happen. It's not his fault, really. But how are you going to tell him that?
I mean, I was just telling the chat, my dad lost my sister. We're 7 years apart, and I remember it clearly because I was like 7, 8, and she was just 1. And he turned around and was talking to one of the other parents that was at the park. And she ended up being in the parking lot, headed to the main road. Just that second she got, I mean, thank God we found my sister. But I mean, it happens to anybody. It can happen to anybody.
Okay, here's some.
Yeah, I lost my son when he was 3 years old in Walmart.
Yeah.
They did a lockdown on the Walmart and whatever code, it was a color. And they locked down the Walmart and everybody's searching. And about an hour later, they found him underneath one of the clothes racks. Little silly boy.
My kid used to like to do that and get inside the clothes racks.
I hope this boy.
They just don't know how they like tear the heart right out of you, and then you're stepping on your own heart because of you took your eye off him for a second.
Do you know anything about this last outfit he was seen in? Because it looks as though the mother is saying that this is the outfit that he was in when he was last seen. I see a lot of people questioning that as to how she has the outfit if he was in it. Does he? Do you know if that's the last outfit?
Yeah, I really don't know unless they had a picture of him from previously wearing it. Yeah. But yeah, I really don't even know what he was wearing.
It says a maroon sweatpants and a striped type maroon shirt and some tennis shoes.
Well, he wore sweatpants all the time because he still wore diapers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the power of prayer is powerful.
I believe in prayer
and
miracle.
True story.
Everybody throw a prayer out to this little boy that he's hunkered down somewhere and that he'll be found by day as soon as the daylight breaks. And let's just pray to God he didn't make it to any of that water.
I hope not either. I hope they find him tonight and we can find out in the morning that he's safe and sound and healthy. And
are you on my Facebook?
Yeah. I don't know if I am or not.
Okay.
I don't get on Facebook very much.
Okay. Well, I just want to know if you had a way to get a hold of me tomorrow to let me know any updates that may come out. If you,
what is it? Is it Dolly PJ or what?
Well,
is
my channel is Jimmy Jams TV. But you see the number you just called? You can text me at this number.
Oh, okay.
Just send me a text.
I have you in my phone.
Okay, yeah. Say, Dolly, this is so and so from down there in Florida. This is the update on Waylon, and then I'll pass it on to the viewers.
The outfit is the same outfit.
Absolutely, I can do that.
Yeah, so now you know how to get a hold of me, and that goes for all you guys. If y'all have information or anything that's important that I need to know about on the spot, you can always just text this number.
Okay, sure thing. Hey, I want to say I prayed for you while you was having your illness going on.
Thank you so much.
But I want to tell you, I haven't been on a lot lately because I've been traveling from Maine back down to here to Florida. So so I want to apologize for that, but I'm glad you're getting healthy.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm getting it back better myself. But thank you for the prayers, and I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all them prayers. So thank you so much.
I know how prayer works. So hey, y'all, keep praying for that little boy.
Definitely.
Sweetest little thing ever.
All right, you be good.
But I'll give you a buzz tomorrow, or I'll give you a text tomorrow and let you know how things are going.
As soon as you hear anything, just let me know, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. I sure will.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
And the chat is saying the outfit was the same because the brother was in matching clothes.
Okay.
So it's the brother's outfit.
This update from the news is 23 minutes ago. Okay, so this is the closest news report we have on the situation right now that's at hand. All right, because this is still, a developing story. Give me a second. Let this commercial go by. All right. 4 seconds left.
Starts now with breaking news.
Right now, the search is on for a missing child. This is 4-year-old Waylon Childs. He was last seen at a park on Fleming Avenue in Ormond Beach just before noon. Fox 35's Stephanie Buffamonte is in Volusia County, where authorities are actively searching tonight. So staff crews are specifically focusing their search around areas of water.
That is right. We are standing right near the park where the little boy was last seen. You could see
Wow,
this
the water's
officer
that
kind of
close.
posted up right outside of the entrance. And like you were talking about water, this bridge right over here, just a few minutes ago, there was a big police light over the water over here as they were trying to look and search. It may be hard to see, but you can see flashlights over there. That's actually community members who have been out here just searching, trying to help, do everything that they can. And since we've been out here for the last several hours, we've actually seen police move locations, move their search efforts as they are continuing to look for this 4-year-old boy. So Waylon Childs has been missing since noon. Ormond Beach police say he was last seen at Central Park on Fleming Avenue. His father was at the park with his 3 kids, all under the age of 5, when 4-year-old Waylon went missing. Of course, it's very dark right now, but like I was saying, police have those big lights, they have dive teams, they have helicopters, they have drones, they have dogs, they have extra law enforcement from the state and county all coming together to help. We spoke with the public information officer with the police department and also people who just live in the community and are trying to do everything they can to help find this little boy.
We're doing absolutely everything we can. The night may present a challenge, but that's not going to stop us until we exhaust every single possible option.
Searching anywhere we could, high, low, 5 hours, crawling in woods. I mean, everywhere we could. Especially with, like Brittany said, him being autistic, he's going to find the smallest places to hide in. He's scared. You know, it's been almost 12 hours that he's been missing. So he's out there hiding somewhere. My heart broke. I have 4 kids of my own, my youngest being 6. I couldn't just sit there and do nothing.
And back out
Water
here,
that
this
close.
is what we've been seeing out here all evening. Just people walking around with their flashlights from their homes, looking and searching and trying to help police who are actively searching for this little boy, Waylon. Now, police did confirm that Waylon is autistic and nonverbal. So that is, of course, posing a little bit of a challenge to find him, in addition to it being dark.
So he can't holler
Like
back.
you heard from that public information officer, they are doing everything in their power to try to find him. Reporting live in Ormond Beach, Stephanie Buffmonte, Fox 35 News.
Definitely not a good situation. Definitely not a good situation. So we will keep following up on this, and if anything goes down in the case with Waylon, we will let you know right here on Dolly. You know, we was out, so we just found out about this pretty much. So definitely, you know, if you're in that area, get out there and do your best if you can to help. If not, you know, of course, share its image, let people know. It's about awareness, just in case somebody sees this kid. 4 years old, autistic, nonverbal young man, been missing for 12 hours now, almost 12 hours. And wow. And you see where the park entrance was? Right there's a lake. It's right at the water. This is not good. It is not good at all. And we don't know if the 4-year-old could swim, because sometimes at 4 you can swim. But, you know, usually sometimes for kids with autism, they have a little bit of a learning curve. And maybe he couldn't swim, you know, and that makes it even scarier. And, you know, we're hearing it's in Florida, and I don't know about the gators, because we see people walking down around the lake, you know, but then again, gators usually don't attack something they don't feel like they can eat. You know, they'll usually attack smaller prey, and that they believe they can take. They're just like any other prey animal. If they think they can eat you, they're going to try to eat you. If they think you may hurt them, they're going to flee. So,
I just hope he didn't get into the water.
Yeah, let's open the phone lines back up. I closed them after that call because I wanted to, you know, to give you guys the latest news on
looking on Twitter.
What is going on with the small young man. And just everybody that's watching, throw a little prayer out there for Waylon. Power of prayer is unbelievable. Dolly. Yes.
Doug.
What up, Doug? How's it going?
Man, you got to keep your kids close, dude.
You do. I mean, it only takes a second to take your eye off one of them. I'm not blaming the father or anything. It could happen to anybody. It takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to find a child.
Yeah, but these sickos around these towns nowadays, dude.
I don't know.
You gotta keep the kids in a line and keep them close where you watch them all the time.
Yeah, I think that's true, but I think in this situation, this is a case of this little boy has wandered off.
Yeah, and then like you said, next to them gators, man, and being that little, them gators, it ain't no joke.
Yeah, I hope that ain't the case. I pray to God that ain't the case.
Now, you're going to have to take it easy on PJ. She was having too much fun earlier.
Yes, with her train joke.
I ain't never seen her laugh so much in my life.
Yeah, everybody hit the goal to make PJ tell jokes was really good. So definitely throw a prayer out there for that little man and his family and everybody that's down there. Prayers for the people out there searching that none of them get hurt in the middle of the night.
Somebody finds him.
And that somebody finds this little boy,
I hope they do.
Yes.
They ain't long they ain't drinking the Tennessee water, they might be just fine.
Yeah. I hope so. I pray that's the case, and this gets resolved.
We didn't bottle none and send down there, did we?
No, I don't think so. Basically, Tennessee.
That Tennessee water's bad.
It's them storms. I blame it on the storms, Doug.
I hear you, brother. I won't keep it long there. I won't let other people call in, but I enjoy it, and I'm just glad that PJ's having fun.
All right, you be good. Stay safe.
Did you ever ride on that thing today?
Yeah, I had fun riding it today.
I feel like I have windburn.
It's a little wind. It's a little windy.
It's cold.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little windy.
Go have to get her a full-face helmet there where she can stay in.
Yeah. I think the glasses was well, we was out there. It was warm when we left, but as it got dark, it got cold.
I didn't think I would make it home.
We sat out there eating tacos for a little long, and it got a little cold. And then we had that ride home, and the wind was ripping. I mean, I was good. I had a full face helmet on. I asked PJ that she want a helmet, and I would take the goggles.
He did. He tried to give it to me. I didn't want it. I feel claustrophobic with helmets on. I don't know if I can even. I don't know, but I definitely felt the coldness.
I was good.
Y'all up there further north than I am.
Yeah,
it's only like 50 degrees. It's all right.
It was 60. It was 59
at night. When it turned nighttime, it was 60.
It was.
You said it was 51.
Was it 51?
That wind, that cold.
Oh, maybe it was 51.
That cold wind, though, on that is just like being on a bike.
Yeah, it is. Basically, it's a bike.
Yeah.
With a car.
So y'all have a good day, and I'll call back in later.
All right, you be good.
Bye.
See you.
All right, peace.
Bye, TJ.
Bye, PJ.
Yeah, so me and PJ went out for tacos today, and we took a slingshot, right? I got a buddy that is selling one, so we took it out for a drive today. And because I have a vehicle I'm selling, and he kind of wants to trade me, but PJ thinks I should hold on to my car because it's a classic.
It's a classic,
right? And it's in really good shape,
and it's pretty dope.
Yeah, and she's like, you should hold on to it. But he's willing to work out. He got a good price on the slingshot, and he's willing to do it with me in payments. So I don't know, but we took it out today, and PJ loved it. She likes it. I had a pretty decent time on it. It's pretty much like riding a motorcycle with car seats. It's pretty fun. It's a little bumpy, I thought. What do you think about the bumps?
It's a little bumpy.
It don't take
certain parts, but most of the time it's not.
It like a car, you don't feel the bumps as bad. In this, you sit so low to the ground that you feel the bumps a little bit more when you kind of driving it.
There was a couple that were like, holy shit, is this thing gonna break?
Yeah, but that was Virginia potholes.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? You hit those, like it would even do it in a car. They're so big. But yeah, like I said, when we went out, it was warm. And as it got later, it started to get a little cold, and we still had to make it home with no top, no windows, no nothing, just straight wind at 50 miles an hour, right? 55 miles an hour. So the time we got back, PJ was a little cold. I was good. I had a full face helmet on, jacket. I was fine. PJ was like, I cannot feel.
Still burnt.
Yeah. All right, let's cut the phone lines back on. Everybody in the chat, make sure y'all hit that like button real quick for me. Do me a solid, hit the like button, and then shout out in the chat room where you're watching from. Don't cheat now. Don't cheat. Let's get those likes up. Let's throw out a little prayer for a Wayland child and pray that they find this little boy tonight before it gets too late and something bad happens. Dolly.
Николай, Женя, Татьяна, Иван. Николай, Женя, Татьяна, Иван. 82 890.
I don't know what that was. I have no clue to what that even was. Dolly.
Hey there, Dolly.
Hey.
PJ.
Hey, what's going on?
This is Jen from Utah.
Hey, what's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Just eating a little fried rice, and that's about it.
Okay. Is there something you want to tap in on tonight?
Well, I just wanted to let you guys know, you were talking about miracles, and I don't know if you've heard of the name of Connor Jack Oswalt.
No, I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah, he was also a missing autistic young man that was missing for almost 3 years.
Wow.
And don't ask me how this young man lived, for all this time between California and the Utah mountains in Park City, where he found.
How was he a teenage? Was he a teenager?
He was 15.
I think I've seen something about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they found him alive.
That's good. Maybe there's something like that would happen in the Sebastian Rogers case.
But he was in pretty bad shape. He was sleeping in camps. He was sleeping in the back of 7-Eleven. Eating out of garbage cans. Stuff like that just to stay alive.
Yeah.
But he was in a pair of shorts in the snow.
Wow.
Dang.
So,
well, let's just pray to God that's the situation in the Sebastian Rogers case. That this little boy is out there and he's living off the land and he's somewhere okay.
But yeah, I can imagine what that poor guy had to go through to. I mean, it gets pretty cold up in those mountains. I'm telling you.
I can only.
It's a miracle that he lived through it.
Wow. Tennessee ain't that rough, but we already went through. Sebastian would have already survived a winter, and going back into another winter.
Well, I pray for him. I do. I hope they do find him, and I hope another miracle happens. So.
And there's people out there in that case sending mixed messages that he's, maybe international. There's a digital footprint, and then the next minute he's in the sewer, and then it's just a bunch of misinformation, I believe, that's going on right now in that case, and it's making it more difficult.
Well, whether alive or not, I hope they find him.
Me too. Me definitely too.
That's all that needs to be done. It's the simplest thing in the world. Just find him.
Yeah, put organized searches together and things like that. I wish that was going on, and there wasn't so much fighting and conflict and turmoil going on in this. It shouldn't be. People should come together when there's a missing kid, not try to rip each other apart.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine how many people this other young man ran across, and nobody recognized them.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, that the one good thing about the internet is, there's some bad people up here, there's some bad players, but either way, it's still good for bringing awareness, showing these kids, getting this news out fast, because a lot of people don't watch the news. I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for, like, say, JLR today showing this kid, we wouldn't know this kid was missing right now. So
Yeah.
thank God there's people out here that do care about these kids and that are sharing this information, because this is important. This is somebody's child. If it was my child, I would want everybody to share it too, as fast as they humanly could.
And I hope another miracle happens and he's found.
Yes. Amen to that.
So,
Amen to that. And
I mean, miracles happen.
we ain't going to wish nothing bad on them. We're only going to wish the best. And I believe in the collective consciousness. Let's all pray to God that this boy's okay, and let's think he's okay. And maybe he'll be returned to his family. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I just want to remind you that miracles do happen. Even though the boy was missing for 3 years, he was found alive, and things, always expect the unexpected.
Yes. All right. You be good. Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Nina, for getting on the Dolly train. Okay. And also Stacy White. Thank you guys so much for helping support us, keeping us alive, and keeping these damn lights on. You guys are absolutely the best. And let's, like I said, tonight, we all hope and pray there's a miracle for Waylon, for Sebastian, for Little Summer Wells, for Michael Monkey Vaughn, for all these kids and these people that are missing out here. Like I said, every life is just as valuable as each other. But I would say this, that kids' life are more valuable than any of them. Are you reading jokes again?
Why don't skeletons fight each other?
Why don't skeletons fight each other?
They don't have the guts.
They don't have the guts. Okay, they don't have the guts. You are silly. You are being silly. Okay. But they did hit the threshold of the PJ joke, right?
The jokes.
So when y'all hit that threshold on the super chat, y'all turn on the PJ jokes. Okay. She has jokes tonight. I don't know if her jokes are as funny as mine. But they're getting good. She's getting better. She's getting better. Well taught. Okay. Wow. So the phone lines are open. The call-in numbers on the screen, and we're talking about anything you guys want to talk about tonight. It's open discussion. If y'all want to talk about Monta, Chloe Driver, Waylon Child's missing, or if there's another case that y'all want to talk about, Summer Wells, Michael Vaughn, anything that, Elijah View, a lot of stuff going on in that case there too. Elijah View. There's a lot going on in true crime. So if y'all want to touch in on any of that stuff, feel free to call. Dolly, DJ.
Hey, Dolly, it's Army Mom. How are you?
Hey, Army Mom. I'm good. Not too bad.
I've been meaning to ask you a question. Since it's open topic, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
You and PJ both your opinions. What do you think the lights are in the Sebastian case?
It's hard to say. I think the police. Okay, I'm going to go with it's a trash truck, because I questioned it in the very beginning because I didn't think it was a trash truck. The police came out and said it was a trash truck. Then Seth came up here and he told me himself that he watched the whole video and that it's a trash truck. He said that the reason that it looks like the lights are moving is because Nick Barris was holding a cell phone and he recorded it off the people's TV, off their video, and his hand was shaking. That's why it appears that the lights are moving. He said he watched it multiple times with the Sumner County Police and that it's a trash truck. So if you got the police saying it's a trash truck and you got the father of a child that says he watched it with the police, then I would have to say it's a trash truck.
It's a trash truck.
But the bad thing about that is that puts us with no clues. So I hope it ain't a trash truck,
Yeah.
Because if it ain't, then there is a clue. If there's a clue, there's hope. And if there's no clue, there's really not a whole lot of hope.
Exactly.
So,
and with the Madeline Soto case, do you believe she was pregnant? Do you think they're withholding that information?
I think they thought she was pregnant. I think she may have been late, and it was enough to scare them, or at least scare him. Yeah, and I believe she thought she was pregnant because she was sending information to him about, father, who does what, that coin that says the father does it or the mother does it. They were sharing information like that. And I believe they thought she was pregnant. Now, if she was actually pregnant or not, I don't know. But when I brought it up, when I brought that up, a lot of, these clip channels and hate channels, they gave me a ton of shit about it, saying, oh, he's saying this girl is pregnant. But now that we look at it, it don't seem so crazy now, does it?
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I'm just wondering if they're withholding that information till the trial.
They're never going to tell us that.
No.
I don't believe they're ever going to tell us that.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't charge him, it almost seems like she wasn't. I mean, here in Virginia, if you're pregnant, and I don't care how pregnant you are, if you're 2 days pregnant, you're getting charged with 2 counts of murder for the baby and her. I don't know. Some people are saying in Florida that if the baby can't live outside the womb, then they don't charge you with it. But I don't live in Florida, so I really don't know the Florida laws. I just know in Virginia, if they test you to see if you're pregnant and it comes back, yeah, he would be charged with 2 counts of murder.
Okay, yeah.
So,
and the only thing in the Sebastian case is where they said it could be something of significance later. That's the only thing that triggered me.
Yeah, they did say that right now it's nothing of value, but it could become something later. Now that's a little cryptic, and I give you that. So maybe there's something to it, but my whole thing was Seth clearly told me. I still have the video of him saying.
You're not asking the right questions.
No, but he didn't.
I'm going to be quiet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but he did not on that part. He didn't say that on that part.
Yeah, but what makes you think that he's going to tell you the right answer?
Why withhold information if you're trying to find your son?
Good question.
Would you withhold information to the public if he was trying to find your son? Right, I shouldn't have had the questions. He should have been. What he wanted me to ask was, who did he speak with that day? Because he had 4 interviews that day, and it was with private investigators, TBI, and stuff like that. That's basically what he was trying to get around to make a long story short. So, but I only know what he said, and the Sumner County Police said, and they both said it was a trash truck.
And why will they not show us him going to take the trash out allegedly at the Texas Roadhouse? I don't understand why they won't show us that.
As far as the video at Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
I mean, why would they? I mean,
they showed us the last video of Summer. Why won't they show us the last
video?
No,
they didn't.
Yes, because they did. It was in the back seat in the milk carton.
No, that was a picture of that Candace took. The last known video.
There was a small video.
No, there was a video from the Sonic when they got the slushy. That's how the FBI confirmed life. They never showed that video. They never showed the video of Sonic at the Sonic.
That's true, I guess.
I know. Because that's how the FBI confirmed she was alive that day, is from the Sonic video.
Yeah.
And we never seen that video.
I thought that video of the car ride was after that, though.
Maybe.
Because if they were heading back home, they had dropped off Hunter and then they were. You
can't confirm the time of that.
Yeah.
The last confirmed video that had a time.
I mean, they showed us something.
Was
basically
Sonic.
What I'm saying. They at least showed us something to verify something.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't tell if she was like that. You can't verify life or death from the milk carton video. But they could tell she was alive at the Sonic video. That was the last known video of Summer Wells. Yeah, and we never saw that.
And did y'all ever follow the case or know about the case at all about the Carly girl that shot and killed her mother and tried to kill her stepdad?
Curly girl. From what? I don't know. I'm not positive.
I can't remember where they're from. But if you ever get a chance to look at that because that's...
What's her name?
Carly... I can't remember her last name, Dolly.
Okay, we'll try to Google it and see if we can.
I'll put it in the. Well, yeah, she killed her mom was a teacher, and then she attempted.
Carly Madison Gregg was sentenced to life in prison without parole for murdering her mother and attempting to murder her stepfather.
Okay.
Yes, that happened not too terribly long ago. But if you can ever just look at that. That's especially her court hearing and her stepdad. It just seems fishy to me.
Okay, we will definitely check it out. Hey, look, I appreciate.
She's already been convicted.
I appreciate you calling in.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your night.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Well, we do know there's still people down there searching for Sebastian, which is good. And when we go down there and search, they better have my reward money ready because we're going to find this child or somebody's going to find them. As long as people don't give up and people continue to get out there to locals and check their, their barns, their outbuildings, the wooded areas near that house. Because I've truly believed, and this is just my opinion on this, is that he's not far from that home if he did run away. He probably ran somewhere, got somewhere where he could, hunker down because it was the middle of the night. And that he's out there somewhere. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Yes.
This is Cindy from Tennessee.
Hey, Cindy.
I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. What in the hell is a garbage truck doing in the backyard? I mean, the backyard at 3 a.m.
It's not technically in the back. What they're saying is it's reflections, and it's like there's this common area. Like, have you ever seen the area that the house is in? You go around this corner. When you come into the neighborhood, it's a turn, and you go around this bend. And when you're going around that bend, you can see into the backyards.
Yeah.
Okay, because most of these people, they don't have my area is the hood, so we all got privacy fences, like the wooden fences. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
They have these little metal fences that are like the metal poles that you can see through. So you can, when you break that corner, you can see it right into everybody's backyard. And not only that, but Sebastian Rogers' house, beside it is like I would say a breezeway where you can walk between the houses. And it's all metal fencing that you can see right through. Now, I don't know if this is the lights of the truck coming around that corner or shining that way, and they're picking it up. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert in lights, but it could be flashlights, and they're lying to us, right? I don't know. I truly
that goes to explain, like the one light after they go to the car with whatever they go. One light runs back to the house. What the hell's that garbage truck doing running to the house?
Well, according to Seth, that the lights ain't moving like you see. That the phone is moving. I don't know if you've seen the interview that Seth did up here with me. He said that he watched the videos with the police and that it's a garbage truck. That they showed them that it was a garbage truck. But now, allegedly Seth is saying different things. So, I mean, I don't know. It's still unclear to me what the hell it is.
Yeah. I don't believe it's a garbage truck. They can't convince me.
Yeah, well, it's hard to determine. I can't really tell if it's flashlights or if it's a garbage truck or if it's a vehicle. I know it's dark and you can't see nothing but a couple specks of light.
But I don't know of a garbage truck running at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it wasn't 3 o'clock in the morning. Steph explained that. He said the time on the video said it was 3 o'clock in the morning because it was stuck at 3 o'clock in the morning. The whole video said 3 o'clock in the morning. It was stuck on 3:11, the time. So the time was jammed up on the recording device. So it could have been any time. It could have been 5 o'clock in the morning. It could have been 6 o'clock in the morning. But the video said 3 o'clock. That's how he explained it to me.
Right.
That's just
how convenient. How convenient. Somebody that works for a company like that, and then your light, everything goes out. Everything's jammed up at 3 o'clock. How convenient.
Well, no, the neighbor, that was recorded from the neighbors.
I know it. But hell, she had knowledge. She could have jammed all them damn cameras up.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you jam up a camera at a time on it. Like, I got security cameras on my house. I don't know how to make
I do too.
I don't know how to make the time stop.
I don't either, but we don't work for the video place either. No, I don't know.
None of them work for a video place.
She works for
a security company. Yeah, she works for a security company, but she don't have the capabilities of jamming somebody's camera time up. And here's the thing is, for people that think they used a jammer, if they would have used a jammer, they wouldn't have no video. You see what I'm saying? So the cameras wasn't jammed, just the time was off on the video. So it was stuck at 3:11. So there was no jammer used. This ain't something that Katie could have done. And these people were cooperative with the police and giving over the video and giving it to reporters. So why would they have any involvement if they're giving up the one clue that we do have?
Right.
So we got to take that into consideration too. But it's like a Bigfoot video. It's just hard to tell what you're watching. It could be anything. It could be a trash truck. It could be flashlights.
Yeah.
You know, but what, you know, the one thing I will give this that may say it's not a trash truck is what the police said. They said right now it's no evidentiary of value, but maybe later on it will be. That's a little cryptic, you know. That's a little bit cryptic. It's not real straight up. Oh, this ain't nothing.
They want you to think it's a trash truck.
Maybe because it's the clue that they're investigating.
Right.
They don't want to give up their hand, and it could be something like that.
That's just like they're talking now about the roadhouse. There's no video. They can't get the video. They're not releasing the video of inside the roadhouse.
Well, they showed Seth the video of him leaving.
Yeah, I'm talking about inside when they was eating.
What difference does it make if they're inside eating? He's alive. The important thing is he was alive there.
Yeah, they're not showing that video because Chris was in there with them eating.
Oh no, that's absolutely not true. If that was the case, he'd be in jail. He'd be in jail. The police ain't that damn stupid. I mean, a lot of people think the police are stupid, but the police ain't stupid. Most crimes don't get solved by internet people. They get solved by the police and detectives.
Yeah.
You know, if he was on that video saying he was here, they would absolutely know he was lying. They said that the parents have been vetted, that they've been very cooperative. If he was lying and he was, and they wouldn't say that.
I don't know. Something's fishy.
I mean, I think there's some suspicious things going on, but I don't think the police are just blatantly lying about. If he was there, the police would already have him in custody. It would be a different story right now. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, might be, but you're going to do the Leilani trial? You going up there?
Down there. Yeah, I'm going down to the 21st. I will be there to see Leilani get sentenced, to wave bye to her ass. But look, hey, I appreciate you calling in.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Bye, PJ.
Bye, PJ.
Now, here's my thing. The police may hold in a little bit of information, like if that ain't a trash truck and it's flashlights and they're investigating it, they may want the people to think that they know nothing about the flashlights because they're investigating it. But if Chris, right, you know, did I ever give my warnings?
I'm not going to talk on this one. Go ahead.
Okay, Dolly Vision for entertainment purposes only. We talk news, rumors, gossip, speculation, theories, mixed with some comedy. So this is just my opinion. Don't take nothing here as fact. Okay. And the caller's opinions are theirs and theirs alone, not to reflect on the Dolly. If Chris told the police he was at work and then they seen him on a video at the Texas Roadhouse, don't you think they would have him in custody? Right? I mean, listen, guys.
He's just that good, Dolly.
He's just that good. I mean, I know the police suck sometimes, but they don't suck that damn bad. Okay. I mean, I just hate to say it. Do you think the damn detectives are just super idiots? I mean, look, if we could figure that out, don't you think the police could figure that out? Do you think people up here on the internet have figured out some shit that ain't ran across the police's mind? I mean, listen, Tennessee may have not the best detectives in the world, but they ain't that damn dumb. I'm going to give the police a little bit of credit here. And so, listen, there ain't very many crimes that are solved by sleuthers on the internet. Usually when people get arrested, it's because of good detective work. Okay. The police solve these crimes, right? Don't believe everything you hear on the internet, people. That's why the title says no fake news. Dolly. Yes.
Hey, this is
Sweetly.
I got to tell PJ.
You can
You need to cover the Mata stories. They're going to court, baby.
We talked about it already. You missed it.
You talked about it Wednesday?
No, today.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought y'all was out driving today.
Well, we've been alive for like an hour and a half.
Almost 2
Oh,
hours.
shoot. I'm late. I'm late. I'm always late.
You're late. You're late.
I'm always late.
You're always late. Rewind.
Yeah.
You about to be always earthquake.
What don't earthquake me, Dolly? I missed
My
you
chair's
so
starting
much.
to shake. I feel the room vibrating.
Have y'all gotten my messages that I've been sending y'all?
Where are you sending them to?
I'm sending them to Dolly Vision from my Facebook.
No. I don't have
Really?
access to whatever Dolly Vision you're talking about, or else I would have seen them.
Are you sending it to the Dolly Vision site?
Yeah, I think so.
I hardly ever check the mail there. I just post videos there for the most part. If you
I
send
do
it to
too.
Jimmy Jams TV, I'd probably get them.
Okay, I'll try to send them there. Well, y'all all look for Granny. Granny's missing.
Granny's just in the chat.
Granny's not missing.
You
She's
missed
like,
her.
where she's been? You been in a cave, woman?
Granny was just in chat, and Granny was in chat when we were driving around.
I know, she called me love. She called me love. Granny, I love you, and you won't go missing. You got my top notch. Cause see, Dolly, I got that squirrel.
Granny
I got that
said
squirrel.
she's here in chat right
Yeah,
now.
Right now, we found her. Is there a reward?
There is. Okay, Dolly, I got the squirrel. I got the squirrel and the raccoon, and that's what I was trying to send you and PJ was. He's got my top notch and Granny went missing. Okay, so the UFOs have landed on the courts of my
earthquake. Dolly.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Dolly, let me turn you down.
She got
I gotta go to
earthquake.
bed.
She was talking squirrels and UFOs.
I can't do the case you want to discuss, and it's coming. I can just feel it. I gotta go to bed.
It's not. We're changing the subject.
Okay. What y'all been doing?
We've been taking calls and earthquaking Sweet Leaf because she's all over the place
jokes.
tonight. PJ's been telling jokes. I've been trying to spread awareness of these missing kids.
I see that one of the little boy. I seen that earlier. JLR was showing that. I looked at it. Looked like my nephew. I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, no, that kid's like 4. My nephew's 8, looks just like that kid, but bigger.
He's a cute little boy, and we're praying that, with it being right there by the water, that he's went the opposite way. I'm just hoping that's the case.
Yeah. I've lived in Florida, and you go 15 minutes each way and you run into a beach. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I lived in Jacksonville. Like, there's beaches and water everywhere, but.
I mean, I've been to Florida. I ain't never lived in Florida.
Yeah, I have. I lived there 3 years, and oh, my Lord, the heat. I did not like it, Dolly. I had to go. I had to get out of there.
I stayed in the Keys. I went down there for a vacation. I stayed in Key Marathon, and it was the most beautifulest place I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
So
I just don't do well. I don't do well in the heat. I am not a friend of the heat.
Oh, I prefer
and I was
heat.
miserable.
I prefer the heat way over. I prefer the cold. Like my sister's like, don't come to Vegas. It's so hot. I got to Vegas. I like the weather, other than it made my nose.
You're
bleed.
a lie.
I mean, it was drying me up.
You literally told me how miserable it was.
It was hot,
You
but
literally said you couldn't go outside and freaking try and go in the pool, that it was like bath water, and it was so hot you were
It was,
like a
but
scrambled egg.
it wasn't like unbearably like I hated
So
it.
you had to come home like on day 2. You were trying to come home.
Day 3, my nose started bleeding. It dried me out so bad it was making me bleed. Like my nose bleed was making me have nosebleeds.
He loved it though. He loved it there.
Yeah.
We should ship him off.
I didn't like the heat in Florida, but I liked Florida.
I like the heat better than I like the cold. Maybe I don't like the severe heat, but I like the heat better than I like the cold.
They sent me out to California after Florida, and then I was complaining even more. I left there after 6 weeks and went back to Illinois. You should have seen me when I got snow again. I'm outside making snow angels. All the neighbors are looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, the snow. I'm out there jumping around in the snow. I miss the snow so bad. Everyone's like, you don't drive in it. You're like, no, I don't.
Well, the good thing about when I left Vegas is when I got back here, it was raining. And I was like, thank God for water in the air. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. That was the only difference, because it dries you out so bad if you're not used to it. Like I said, I was getting random nosebleeds. Like I'd be walking, I'd go in somewhere to get something to eat, and then my nose would just start pouring blood. And I was just like, okay, this is.
He loved it though, guys. He loved it there.
I mean, it was.
You know what?
I didn't have no control of that. You see what I'm saying? Like I wasn't miserable.
Yeah.
It's just I kept having nosebleeds.
I'll tell you what, I'm changing my mind on that Brian Kohlberger case. So I've been reading some more stuff.
You're not siding with the Kohlberger, are you?
No, not now. I mean, at first I had all these questions, but no, after seeing all this new stuff, I'm like, no, he did this. Because there's some stuff I had missed. Because I was so wrapped up in the Sebastian case, I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on with Kohlberger and missed all the stuff. And I went back and watched. I was like, nah, he did it.
Yeah,
He did that.
I believe he's guilty too myself.
Well, they're going to get him in court.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, hey, we appreciate you calling in.
All right. You guys know I got to call and make my presence be known.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Peace. Okay. I'm assuming PJ wants to tell a joke.
What do you call a fake spaghetti?
What do you call a fake spaghetti? What do you call a fake spaghetti?
An impasta.
Impasta. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A fake spaghetti impasta. Guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you give this video a like, or you're an imposter. Okay, you ain't legit. So make sure you hit that like button. I don't know how many likes we're at now, but let's see if we can hit 1,000 on this video. Okay, and definitely say a little prayer for this little boy. And I'm going to check to see if there's anything. I just did it
with nothing.
Nothing new. Okay, so no updates. The last update on this child was what, about 30?
An hour ago. On Fox 35.
Okay, so an hour ago.
About an hour.
So we ain't heard nothing in the last hour, and it's past 11. So I doubt we hear any more news on him tonight. But we'll make sure we follow up in the morning, and hopefully we wake up to some good news on this child, Wyatt.
8 minutes.
I did say his name right?
Waylon.
Waylon. I said, what did I say?
Oh, no.
Not bad news, is it?
Bad news.
Bad news, guys. Hold on.
Update. Ormond Beach Police Department announced tragic loss of missing child.
Wow.
At 9:02 p.m. today, the county police dive team recovered the body of 4-year-old Waylon Childs in Central Park near Fleming Avenue. Earlier in the day, officers responded to a report of a missing child.
Wow.
A father had been at the park with his 3 young children, all under the age of 5, when Waylon went missing. The Ormond Beach Police Department, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and everybody else and their mom worked together to conduct a thorough and exhaustive search. This is heartbreaking tragedy, and our hearts are with Waylon's family during this unimaginable loss, said Chief Jesse Godfrey. We would like to thank the community and all of the agencies involved for their support and efforts during the search. The Ormond Beach Police Department remains committed to standing with the family and our communities in the days ahead.
How sad is that? How sad is that? Rest in peace to that little boy. Man, you know, we hope for the best, but sometimes, you know, the worst happens. And prayers to his family and to all the people that got out there searching, his loved ones, his relatives. Wow, man. You know, sometimes things are just so unexplainable. You really got to keep an eye on your children. But sometimes things, even when you watch them the best you can, you know, sometimes they still slip through the cracks and get out of your sight. And things, sometimes the worst just happens, especially with these kids that are attracted to water. I don't know what attracts so many kids to water. You know, I guess the ducks and birds.
It's almost like demonic, man. Like what?
So many of them go for the water. And, you know, once they fall in and, you know, wow, I was hoping for something better than that. I was hoping we would hear something in the morning that there was some good news, but when we heard that they were telling people to go home, we should have knew right then.
But they do that all the time. Like when it gets dark and they start to like focus on an area and the grid search part is paused until the morning time.
Because before they announced it, they wanted to let the family know before they announced to the public that they've
thank you, sweetly.
They found the body of Waylon.
Yeah, because they found him at 9. It said.
Yeah, and we watched the 11 o'clock news, and they hadn't even reported it yet. Sweet Leaf, thank you so much for getting earthquaked. Okay, the UFOs are going to come save you. Don't worry. We're going to make sure we send them your way.
That's so sad.
So yeah, it's horrible, and you know the dad is going to feel terrible, so bad, because he's always going to believe it was his fault, and really it's not his fault. You know, things happen. You're going to turn your head. You're going to look away, and it only takes that split second.
Yeah.
And you think they're right there, and really they're going this way. And, you know, just like, You know, even your sister ran off on your dad because he was talking to somebody. It just takes that one split second to happen. And
I mean, that's what happened with Monkey.
yeah, one split second, his dad walked into the garage to smoke a cigarette and order a pizza, and he was gone. And then you had, of course, some monsters that live right around the corner, alleged monsters, and they grabbed Monkey, allegedly.
Most likely, allegedly, yes.
Most likely, I would say, I would put a 90% on that one. Right, and they're still playing games.
That makes me really question the freaking justice system. Like, what do we have to do to get these people in custody and away for life?
I can't believe they haven't charged them. I just can't. But in the Monkey Michael Vaughn case, I just can't believe these people have not been charged. No. You know, but they've done everything that a police force could do. They dug up the yard. They've arrested all the people. They've questioned all the people. And they
have an idea for the most part, most likely what happened.
I mean, yeah, but you got to be able to prove it.
Exactly.
And they don't want to take it to court before they can prove it.
A lot of states don't even attempt it without the body. And I think that one interview you did with that nasty man where he mentioned the landfill and you had like, it almost was visible on screen. You had that aha moment, like the light bulb was visible.
I hate
there,
hearing
like
anything about a landfill. When I talked to Stacey Wandra, and we still have an interview with Sarah Wander that we ain't even put out yet. Okay, so that interview is coming
at some point when we get the okay.
And so basically we talked to both of them, and when he did say they stopped to check on the vehicle they were towing right by the landfill, I was thinking, okay.
I was watching in the room and I was like, oh, snap.
And so many people, here's the thing, guys. Sometimes I do things up here to benefit other people. It's not because I want to do them. And I can promise you this. I did not want to interview Stacey Wandra. Right. And I was asked, the more that these people talk, the better odds there is of an arrest. And they're going to say something, they're going to slip up.
And then the channels that are so hateful against you were all freaking, oh my God, up in arms at like you doing the interview. Sometimes it's not, but they don't know what appears.
Yeah,
right.
Sometimes it's not what it appears because they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They're not knowing who's asking me to do what.
He was a slob,
right?
A nasty slob.
He was nasty. He was
farting,
terrible.
It was disgusting.
But them videos were going to the authorities, right? I knew that. You guys may not have knew that. He may not have knew that, right? But the objective was to keep him talking. It was to keep him talking, get him to say things. And I did that for somebody else. And I didn't want nothing to do with that piece of shit, dude. To me, the worst thing you can be in this world is a baby killer.
It's disgusting.
Be involved with these people. Like,
slob.
I want answers, but I don't want to deal with the people themselves like that. It's and to be nice to him, right? I had to sit there and be nice to this guy. And really inside, I'm thinking, you are the worst scumbag. I would spit on you, dude. I would watch you burn. I'd be the dude to pull the switch on you. Is what I'm thinking in my mind, but I'm sitting up here just being nice to him and kissing his nasty ass to keep him talking. And it literally makes me nauseous. Okay. Literally makes me nauseous. And in my mind, I'm thinking the shit I do, right? You know what I'm saying? And I can't tell everybody that on YouTube, but after this is done, now that it's done and it's over, it's behind us a good ways, I can let you know. I was on the attack of this man. And people were like, stop, right? I know you want to help and you think you're doing the right thing, but we need something different to happen. And then I had to get kind of with the program and understand what they were trying to achieve, right? And then I was asked to help. And then that's when I decided to help. Because, the big thing about me is I'm just here to try to find answers for these kids and to help as many people as I can. Right. That's why I came into true crime, to see what I could do to help. So to me, that was to help somebody else, and I hope it helped. Right now, it don't seem like it did. right? Because this person just got out of jail. But we never know. The time may come where
he might want to come up and talk again. And, you know, he's got more to say. It's all good.
You know, I don't know.
He just keeps talking.
I think there's other channels that can do that. You know, I think I'm done with it. It's nightmarish to me.
It's definitely nightmarish.
You know, it's dealing with somebody that I'm just going to say possibly.
Most likely, yeah.
Could
my
have
opinion.
Did something horrible to this kid while he's farting and thinking women like him. Okay. Yeah. He is the most disgusting looking dude.
We went way out there with our topic
on the planet.
He's disgusting.
Right. And like why he would think these women want him. And, you know, because girls are being nice to him because they're trying to fish for information. And there's another dude that acts kind of funny like that too. When people are ain't really that interested. But in his mind, he thinks he's Don damn Juan and he's a pimp daddy that, you know what I'm saying, dude, you're fucking gross. You look like if you took a can of lard and you dumped it on the fucking counter, that's what you look like. Okay. And put 2 eyeballs on it. That is exactly what this dude looks like. Okay. And that's how disgusted I was by him. But I'm up here smiling, just acting like we buddies. Yeah, we like the same type of music. We should hang out. Oh, hell to the no, right? That was all bullshit. That was, I'll tell you now, that whole interview was.
Is the video still up on the channel?
Yeah.
The video's still up.
Yeah, the video is still up. Go find that video. And I think that's my best acting performance ever. Okay, they should put me in Hollywood and give me an Oscar for that shit, right? Holy God. Right.
Somebody in the chat was asking for it. Now I gotta find it.
Yeah, you can find it. It's up. It's on the site. I never took it down. And I mean, if I don't win a Golden Globe for that at some point, I feel cheated. Okay, I feel cheated.
Yeah, you definitely.
I remember we were talking about Skid Row and shit. I was just like, oh my God, I'm telling this dude, yeah, man, we got some. Dolly.
It's Rose from Virginia.
This is Sweet Leaf.
No, it's not. PJ, tell him, Lori, I'm from VA, Virginia, and I want to buy one of them hoodie shirts from Dolly, and it's by the best soap in the game, dolly.com.
No, you said it wrong.
I did backwards on dyslexia.
No, it's by dollysoap.com.
Okay, Dolly, you got to watch Ezra. It's about an autistic boy, and his daddy doesn't want him to go off to survivor camp.
Okay.
I told Mav about it. It's all about an autistic boy.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. It's on Showtime.
I don't got Showtime, and you got me playing in the background. All right, Sweet Leaf, you be good. Okay.
Oh, my head's starting
I
to
think
hurt.
she took her nighttime meds a little early.
I think I wish I had nighttime meds.
All right, guys, look, we love you. We're going to get ready to get out of here. Thank you for all the calls. It's sad to hear what happened to the little boy tonight.
His little face.
Yeah, he's a cute little man. And prayers to him and his family. And, you know, hopefully, you know, everybody gives him a big hug in heaven and all that good stuff. I wish it would have ended differently. You know, and it's terrible. You know, the bad thing about true crime is we don't really get a lot of good news in true crime. It's usually pretty bad and pretty, you know, we deal with the worst people. We talk about the worst shit humanly. It hurts your heart, you know.
It's sad.
But when good things happen, it is good, you know. I mean, there are times that kids are found and people are recovered, and you know, we got to just pray that we get more of that and less of the misery of it. So, guys, drop some comments. If you haven't liked this video, I will see you guys tomorrow for court where I'm covering Chloe Driver. I'll keep wanting to call her Diver for some reason. But it's Chloe Driver. She is basically a doomsday mom. She kind of like Lori Vallow in a different way. You know, she was in a cult. She was brainwashed. She was abused. She was beaten on, and she unalived her own daughter. The defense has got some stuff they're going to be doing tomorrow. So we're going to be covering that. I'll be here with you guys at 10 a.m. Make sure you're here. Don't be late for court because I will fine your ass. Okay, I got my gavel. Don't make me throw it at you. All right. PJ had her jokes tonight, so make sure y'all leave some comments. Matter of fact, leave your best joke in the comment box down
That's a
below.
good idea.
Right? Leave your best joke. If you got a joke, leave a joke in the comment box down below, and we'll pick one of those jokes tomorrow when we come back, and we'll read it, and we'll tell your joke. Okay? So,
or we could have a stream and read all the jokes.
there you go. So leave a joke, and when we come live tomorrow night for our true crime segment, PJ will read all of your jokes, okay? And maybe the funniest joke we'll give something to.
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Because they make up everything.
Because they make up everything. All right. Go figure. Go figure. All right, you guys be good. I love you. Dolly loves you. PJ tolerates you. All right, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'll see you in the morning. Until then, y'all be good. Stay safe.
Bye, PJ.
Peace. Bye, PJ!